week of the regular season in boys basketball. Tonight on CCX, 6th-ranked Maple Grove comes to Brooklyn Park to take on the unranked Champlin Park Rebels. From Champlin Park High School, John Jacobson and Ryan Iverson. Ryan's second meeting of the season between these teams. Maple Grove won the first meeting by 11 points at Maple Grove, both having excellent seasons. Maple Grove 20-4 on the season coming in. Champlin Park 16-8, but on a pretty good run as of late.
Well, and what stands out to me, John, is that both of these teams over the years have had so much talent, and they've lost it to graduation. We see a number of stars playing college basketball, but these coaches have their teams playing extremely well. One thing is consistent. They play great defense. They always compete, and they're very, very competitive. They don't give games away. They don't give possessions away. So very even team. Maple Grove just with an outstanding year. They won by 11 earlier, but now we're at home. We're at Champlin Park. I expect it to be very competitive tonight.
You got, as I mentioned, the last week of the regular season, so just 2 games left. These teams won't play each other in sections, so as a coach, you want to win the game, but more than anything else, what do you want to see as you try to tune up for the playoffs?
Yeah, you want to win. You want to be playing your best basketball. You don't necessarily want to give too much away, right, going into the playoffs. There's other coaches that are going to be here scouting, but at this point, these two coaches know each other extremely well. These kids know each other really well. They want to win, so everything's on the line, and again, it's always building that crescendo to playing your best basketball going into the playoffs. I can't believe we're already at the last week of the regular season. It flew by.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Crimson. Rashawn Parker's really had a nice year. Senior wing guard, a terrific player.
He really is, and he does a little bit of everything. I've seen him get really hot from the three-point line, and I've seen him take over a game against St. Michael Albertville earlier this season. He had 20-some points in the second half and just dominated. So he has that ability, second leading scorer, but he has the ability to take a game over. And really, I love, John, how he gets after it defensively, too. Maple Grove puts a lot of pressure on opposing teams in the half court. I love how they compete on defense.
And for Champlin Park, a tough matchup for a lot of teams inside. 6'7" junior Francis Wakoria.
Yeah, Wakoria it's a great story. You and I were just talking about, as a freshman, him getting some spot minutes. You could see the talent that was there, and finally he's their leading scorer, averaging almost 10 rebounds a game, double-double machine, and they need his scoring, especially again tonight against Maple Grove, who can put points up on the board, but there's no one size-wise that can really compare with him. So he's got to be dominant tonight, demand the ball, and they got to play inside out off of him, but he's an exciting player.
Should be a good one here tonight. It's the Crimson and the Rebels, high school boys basketball, and it's live right here on CCX in a moment. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV. Monday night for boys basketball on CCX. Northwest Suburban Conference North matchup between the Crimson of Maple Grove and the Rebels of Champlin Park. Let's look at our starters for tonight's game, starting with the visiting Crimson. Sean Bergstrom, their post player, 6'6" senior. The wings, Rashawn Parker, 6'2" senior. Caden Betcher, a 6'4" junior. The guards, Lavelle Williams, 6' senior. And John Hawkinson, a 6'1" sophomore. For the Champlin Park Rebels, the front court, Cooper Olson, a 6'7" senior. Francis Wakoria, a 6'7" junior. The guards, Josh Strong, a 6' junior. Jared Walter, a 6'3" senior. And Devon Moore, a 6' senior.
Pretty good length and size, for the front court on both of these teams. So they got a really nice mix. There's some good, capable guard play, but you max that up with some length and size. And how about this defensively? Both giving up 56 points per game, John. That tells you that these two defend very, very well. We see scoring in the 70s and 80s quite a bit. So both these teams play great defense.
We've had some really good Champlin Park, Maple Grove TV games over the years, Ryan. I just look back at it last year, and we had a buzzer beater overtime that Champlin Park defeated
at Maple Grove.
Yes,
I remember that.
Nick Schroeder, 10th year, head coach. Multiple state tournament appearances out of Section 8. They'll be the top seed almost certainly for this year. Section 8 4A with a 20-4 record, 11-0 in the Northwest Suburban Conference North Division. On the other side, Mark Tucksher, 14th season as head coach, 16-8 overall. They are 10-1 in the NWSC North.
I can't believe both the length of the tenure of both of these coaches. You know, I grew up with both of them. It just means we're getting old, John.
Right.
14th year for Mark and 10th for Nick, and they are two good friends of mine, but they're both excellent coaches. Their basketball knowledge is very good, and they just get consistency. They get the best out of their kids.
Well, Corey and Bergstrom on the tap. First possession for Maple Grove. And ball into the hands of Rashawn Parker. Over to Lavelle Williams. Those two guys, the top scorers, each averaging around 15 points per game. Williams a little under and over, and Parker a little under that. Tough jump shot from the free throw line doesn't go. And the rebound is Strong as he has it for Champlin Park. They work the perimeter. Strong put up a three and miss. Well, Coria gobbles up the rebound, though, and then the pass intended underneath missed Olsen and is out of bounds. Turnover for Maple Grove.
Well, and you see what Coria, that's, I think, a big thing to keep an eye on tonight is his offensive rebound. And, you know, he's got that great length, those long arms. You got to put a body on him. He can lead to second, third chance points. Maple Grove fortunate there to get away with that with the turnover.
Double team on Williams, able to release the pass, and then this pass sails out of bounds off Betcher trying to go into the low post with the pass, and then turnover for the Crimson.
Well, it's something to keep an eye on. You know, Lavelle Williams is a great shooter, and he's got great range. I've seen him make threes 10, 12 feet behind that three-point line. So running that pick and roll, it'll be interesting to see how Champlin Park defends it there. Good ball pressure. They didn't give him an ounce of a look there from the three-point line.
Cooper Olsen, couple dribbles, and out to Strong on the wing to Okoria of the block. Draws a double team, goes back out with it. Olsen driving, offensive foul.
Nice job by Betcher there, moving his feet. You can see he beats him to a spot. That's what you got to do on defense. If they think you're moving, that's an easy call. But he beat him to the spot. He guessed right, and he got there. Nice defense.
More on Williams. Brings it up court and into the front court now for the Crimson. Still looking for our first points of the game. Minute and a half in. Bounce pass in the inside. An easy lay-in for Bergstrom with a terrific feed.
Yeah, great pass by Parker. He drew the defense. Probably could have forced a tough floater or a contested shot instead. Really unselfish play.
Strong lob for Wakoria. One dribble. And a power up for a move. And we're going to get traveling.
Yeah, I'd like to see Wakoria, especially tonight, is John just go right after it. You see right there, spin and go up. Kind of that hesitation, took that extra step. He's got the size, the body, the length. I think he can get a shot off. They need him to be aggressive.
Runner by Williams. He brought it all the way up court. Not good, but gets another try and they'll go to the line.
You know, you're going to notice this too tonight. Nothing is easy. Everything's going to be contested. But what was great about that play is he missed the shot, but a quick leaping ability. And not only did he just go up and he didn't come down with it, able to shoot it in the air, able to get 2 free throws out of it.
First free throw up and good. Well, 2 early fouls there on Cooper Olsen, so he's got to come out. And in comes Ethan Wren, 6'6" senior, number 4.
Well, nice to have that kind of length coming off the bench, too.
Second one, it's waved off on a violation, so 1 out of 2, 3-0 Maple Grove. Strong backing off on the dribble a little bit. Got Hawkinson in front of him. Moore to Wakoria again. Spin move on the baseline and up and in with the basket.
Yeah, it was a nice move. Used that body, no charge called. But you know still how he kind of waited, hesitated there, and then realized, hey, I got the lane. I got a good look here to finish.
Williams going through traffic, has it stripped away and then knocked away by from Renz from behind. So a steal for the Crimson. They get it right back. Parker to Betchels, another steal. Hawkinson open for a three. Not good. Rebounded by Strong. There's Walter to Renz, looking to Wakori again. Goes up, dish off, trying to go to Moore with the pass, and out of bounds. Turnover.
Yeah, and again, you know, Moore cutting there, but you're right next to it. I think he was expecting the big fella to go up with it.
So we stay at 3-2. Williams able to hand the pass off.
And Champlin Park doing a great job here of defending the three-point line, which is such a big part of Maple Grove's game.
Betcher underneath, rebounds the miss from Williams and puts it in.
The key there, Williams got into the paint there, and I think as a defender, you're looking to help, and that allowed Betcher to get offensive positioning.
Strong turnaround, not go to Aquaria, gets it and can't go finish. Follow up, and we're going to get a foul, I think, maybe over the back on Moore, who had tapped it in, but I think he's going to get whistled for a foul. Look at it again.
There's that offensive rebounding. Great job. I love how he attacked the basket. They're going to get over the back, but that was a pretty athletic play by Devon Moore there, going up high. But a good job boxing out by the Crimson. No basket.
This time it's Hawkinson bringing the ball to the front court. Great look down low for Williams.
Tell you, I like Hawkinson's game, John. He's a sophomore. He plays great defense. Not a big-time scorer, but he makes the right play. Had his head up and found Williams, who had a nice little pump fake and able to finish. Beautiful offense.
Baseline drive by Renz is nowhere to go, but Wakori is behind him, and he's able to find the big man for two.
Oh, I love Wakori. He didn't stand at 10 feet. He attacked the basket, and there was zero hesitation. Last two times he's gone hard, gotten good looks. They're going to need that tonight.
Hawkinson will drive, then dish off to the corner. Double team on Betcher into the lane with a pass, trying to go to the basket. Bergstrom gets fouled. He'll go to the line for two.
Just a simple ball fake to the left. Got the defender sliding over, and he went hard to the basket. Nice move.
Fouls on Renz, his first. Already 14 fouls on Champlin Park in 4.5 minutes of play. Dom Witt, number 5. TJ Moberg, number 1, in for Champlin Park. Second one, not good, and rebounded by Renz. 8-4, Maple Grove. Just under 5 minutes in. Wakoria. Renz wide open for a three in the corner. Not good. Witt got a hand on it. Into the hands of Moberg. Now for Strong for three. That won't go. Wakoria.
Wow.
The big-time rebound and put back. He's got 6.
Well, he made 2 great plays. One, they fed him in the post. He skipped it opposite, got a good look for a teammate. And that was a monstrous offensive rebound and a putback. He's got all 6 of the points for the Rebels, and a lot of them on offensive rebounds.
Baseline shot up and in. A smooth jumper and in for 2 for Bergstrom.
You know, you get so much attention to Williams and to Parker, you forget about guys like Hawkinson and Betcher, and that time Bergstrom. They can shoot. They got good mid-range.
Whistle and a foul here on Bergstrom trying to defend Wakoria. And it's first Maple Grove foul of the night.
Interesting to see if Maple Grove changes their defense a little bit, you know, going against Wakoria just with his size. Do they try fronting him and having help side? Do they double him immediately, or are they going to just let him play one-on-one and see what happens?
Sean O'Dwyer and Henry Fonblay in for Maple Grove. Strong to Wakoria. Spins, goes to the basket and scores again.
He's got that great footwork for a big fella. Spun quick to the baseline, eluded the double team coming from that. He's nimble. He's agile for a guy that size. Great footwork.
Parker attacks. Nice basket by Rashawn Parker. Back quickly the other end. Witt unable to finish. Follow up not good. Tapped around. Loose ball. We get a tie up between Fonblay and Renz. Neither one wanted to release the basket. Look at that last hoop for Champlin Park.
Yeah, what a move. As a post player like that, you get you see him using that shoulder, feel the contact, quick spin away from it. Beautiful finish.
Witt's pass out of bounds. Turnover for Champlin Park.
It's been, one of the funnest parts of our job, John, is seeing these kids grow over the years, doing a couple of their games a year. And Wacoria, a lot of times playing behind, some other people would get spot minutes, but seeing him now in his own element and seeing how much better he's gotten, it's great to see.
Dylan Gachaba, number 20, in for Champlin Park. Parker can shoot it from there, and can hit from there, and he misses on this try, though, and it's rebounded to the Rebels. They trail it by 4. Wacoria baseline. This is Gachaba, and goes through the lane and then goes back and puts it up and in.
How about Gachaba right off the bench? Great drive. Again, off the pass from Wacoria, able to get baseline. Great finish on the left side.
Parker trying to break Moberg down the dribble. 5-second call.
Champlin Park doing a nice job extending that defense, not letting Maple Grove just be comfortable and standing out there dribbling. As a defender, you always are watching that count. You want to make sure you're within that arm's distance so you get that count going. And as a ball handler, you want to make sure you can see that in your peripheral so you know if that referee is counting on you.
Gachaba trying to hand it off to Moore, off his hands and out of bounds. Wacoria gets a little rest on the bench for the Rebels.
We've seen that a couple times from the Rebels tonight. Cuts where they're really close to the guy passing. Those are hard passes to complete. You want to have a little bit more spacing between those.
Parker was looking to Fonblay, but then Gachaba came over and covered him pretty well. Hawkinson through the hands of Fonblay, gets it back, feeds it out. Parker, one dribble, great dish. Fonblay unable to finish. Witt rebounds for the Rebels.
That's a couple of great passes on that one possession. To not get a bucket out of that, disappointing for Maple Grove, but great offense.
10.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Witt back out to Strong. Strong, a capable scorer, and no points yet tonight. Moberg off to Moore. And their drive lost its balance a little bit and able to get it back out.
And you can see, I think, how different their offense is when Wacoria is not in the game. Just having that luxury. Of course, right as I say that, Josh Strong makes a heck of a move. I love that move when you go hard. Brings it between his legs on the step back and nails the 3.
Champlin Park leads by 1. Williams' shot won't go. Good rebound by Gachaba. Strong to Moore. Back out of bounds. Turnover for the Rebels.
Nice cut by Moore. I think that's one of those when you're wide open, you know you're going to get a layup. You just lift your eyes for a second. Watch this great move, John. Hard to the basket. Boom. And you bring it back with that cross and nail the 3. What a great move.
Terrence Larmouth, number 4, into the game now for Maple Grove. Williams feeding it. Fonblay can't get it to go from close range. Moore chases it down and able to get it off to Moberg. He'll push it ahead here for the Rebels. Takes it all the way to the basket. Shot won't go. Rebounded by Maple Grove. Back into the hands of Rashawn Parker.
It was a nice play by Moberg. No one stopped the ball. Able to get all the way to the rim. Oh, what a move.
And able to score here.
What a move by Parker. Up on the right side. The little Michael Jordan brings it over to the left. Beautiful. We've seen a couple of really nice offensive moves here tonight against teams that are great defenders, too.
Pretty good ball movement by both teams here in the early going. 14-13, Crimson lead it. So near the midway point, or past the midway point now of the half.
We've had a couple of turnovers, but I think for the most part, both teams playing really well offensively and defensively. Nothing's been easy. We've seen just some really good offense beat really good defense.
Moberg to Witt. Working the perimeter to Strong. Yeah, Maple Grove's not giving them anything easy here now. Strong off the dribble, and we get a foul on the Crimson.
Hey, think about that possession. That was a good 45 seconds to a minute. Just nice ball movement. And generally, if you can get a defense to play that long, moving the ball, rotating like that, if you're patient, you're going to have a lane eventually open up. Most teams don't like to play defense for that long. So great patience by Champlin Park offensively.
Well, Corio's back in along with Walter. Has it knocked away from behind, then taken back by Josh Strong. Off to Moore in the corner. His shot won't go. Tipped out of bounds. And I say off of Maple Grove. A.J. Messinger, number 2, also in for Champlin Park.
Yeah, nice job by Williams. They're kind of coming with Corey. Did not see him coming. He tipped it out, but good heads-up play by the Rebels to keep possession.
Here's Wacoria. Draws a double team. The second defender comes over. Able to get it off to Strong. He'll put up a 3. Short. And the rebound to Parker. Seven and a half minutes to play here. 14-13 we're still at. Oh, a deep 3 from Parker. Spins out, rebounded by Strong. He'll throw it ahead for Moore. Back to Wacoria off his hands. Turnover for Champlin Park. Jatai Dillard has it. He's number 4 for the Crimson into the lineup. Sophomore driving and lost it. Taken away by Strong. Head to Messenger. Moore. Back out. Strong 3. A little long on the shot. Scramble on the floor.
Great hustle.
And here comes Williams. All the way to the basket. Can't finish. Tie up. Moore and Fonbele go down hard.
Well, and that's what I'm talking about, John. Even that transition, it's contested, right? There's just nothing easy. Great move by Williams. You see him get the ball tipped just a little bit. He had to force it and go underneath, so nothing easy for either team. I just love how they compete defensively.
Parker, tough pull-up shot, not good. Long rebound to Walter. Outlets it to Messinger and gets fouled. Foul be on Dillard, his first.
Yeah, and I like what Champlin Park did there. They kind of got going in transition. We haven't seen a lot of transition from either team here yet tonight because of how good they are defensively in the half court. I think if they can get those kind of runouts like that and try to attack before the defense gets set up, I think that's going to be an advantage for them.
Their outside shot not good. Richard Scotto's in. Puts it up and he gets fouled and will go to the line.
Look, that you come right into the game, offensive rebound, and he goes right back up. No hesitation. Gets the contact, going to get a chance here to go to the line.
There's free throw up and good. Scott averaging just under 3 points a game. It's part of that Champlin Park football team that was runner-up in the Prep Bowl.
They were fun this year, weren't they? I mean, they were offensively, defensively. The linebackers that they had, Jace Miller, great quarterback. They were fun to watch.
That ball sails through the hands And a turnover for Maple Grove. So we've had a few more turnovers lately. That time Larmouth couldn't handle the pass.
Those are the kind of turnovers that I know Nick Schroeder, if he had a lot of hair, he'd be pulling it out on the sideline because those forced turnovers that you just don't need to do.
Moberg missed on his first 3-ball try. Crimson have it. Been in a little bit of a scoring drought here on both ends of the floor lately. Nice release. Bergstrom gets to the basket and scores. And a good feed.
Yep.
From Williams.
That's a hard pass because he had to get it over, but not too high. And then what I love that he did there on that finish was he got it up quick before Wakoria could come over and block it.
Wakoria gets an offensive rebound. Can't finish. Ball out of bounds off Maple Grove.
Even though he missed, don't you love how he's going after that? I think he's realizing, hey, if I can do that every play, there's no one on Maple Grove that's got that size to be able to stop me. Even though he missed it, he showed the ability to go with either hand there and just an animal on the offensive rebounding.
Walter inbounds to Wakoria. 5:40 to go. Now becoming kind of a slow scoring first half here. Scott, drive, tough shot for him, and he gets fouled again. We'll go back to the line.
Oh, you got to love that instant energy off the bench. Going to play hard. We saw him with an offensive rebound, drew a foul there, attacking the basket on the left side, able to draw another foul.
This one up and in.
You can hear the Maple Grove student section counting down. They're some of the best student fans, aren't they, John? I mean, they travel to almost every away game, too, and they come up with some creative stuff. They always got those crazy jerseys on. Bringing some energy. I love it.
Scott with a couple of buzzer-beating free throws there. Knocked them both down. We're tied again.
I'll tell you, he's coming out right now, but he came in. He gave him a very productive couple of minutes there. 3 points quick off the bench and some great energy. It's exactly what you want from your bench.
Hawkinson into the front court. Williams came into a lot of traffic. And we're going to get a jump ball call and a possession arrow pointing Maple Grove's way. Or excuse me, Champlin Park's way. There goes as a turnover on the Crimson.
Well, that was a great job of just closing that little lane that was available there. Williams looked like he might have a driving lane, but nice defense to be able to jump that up without fouling as well.
Here's Wakoria catching it just outside the lane. One dribble, then back out to Moberg to the corner. Renz. And again, pretty good defense. Yep. Ryan right on him. Wakoria down low, hesitates, and draws the contact from Bergstrom and go to the line for 2.
Yeah, I think when he's able to catch that low, I don't think there's a whole lot any one-on-one defender here tonight can do about it. And I think the more aggressive he is at attacking the basket, the more that defense is going to collapse, and then those kickouts are going to be there for those open shooters. They need him to keep attacking that basket.
First one out. It's a second foul on Bergstrom. He's probably going to have to sit the rest of the half here, Ryan.
Well, that's big. 6'6". He plays with great energy. He's got length and is a great athlete as well.
Fun.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just saying that's what Wakoria can do today is change the game just by drawing fouls, getting some of those Maple Grove bigs in foul trouble.
Missed them both. Renz had a hand on it, couldn't hang on to it. Somehow Hawkinson stays inbounds there in front of the bench. Then Wakoria erases that pass.
How did he get around there on the sideline? A nice little ball fake. Well, I actually think he was going to make the pass there.
Right, he's going to go back to Fonbele.
Yeah. He should get a point just for staying in bounds there.
And lost it here off of Champlin Park.
Yeah, that's not a good spot. You don't want to catch in that corner when you got double teamed, especially with length like that. Want to try to get the ball back into the center of the court if at all possible. There we are
Same spot again. Able to release the pass here, though. Williams out. Parker put up a 3 and hit.
How about that? Williams had the reverse layup. I think he felt Wakorie's presence behind him. It kicks it out to Parker, who nails his first three. Great teamwork. You pass up a good shot and you get your teammate a great shot.
Walter in some trouble. Mark Tucksher gets a timeout for his team, 30-second timeout.
And they had Maple Grove on this underneath out of bounds play. They had him trapped in the corner, able to get it over to Williams. I thought he had the reverse there, but I think he felt the presence of the big guy behind him, and he knows he's got a teammate who's a knockdown shooter. Hasn't gotten it going yet tonight, but knocks his first one down.
Let's look at the standings in the Northwest Suburban Conference's North Division. Maple Grove over in the North this year from the West. 11-0, one game ahead of Champlin Park, playing Andover, Centennial, Coon Rapids, and Anoka fouling. It's really been a two-team race for a long time here, and each one game remaining in the conference schedule after tonight.
So if Champlin were to win this one, they both win their next one, do they tie then? Is that how they do it, or is there another tiebreaker? Yeah, so don't think for a minute that these guys don't know about that and care about it, right? Champlin Park having that pride. They know if they win tonight, they're sitting atop the lead as well. So in Maple Grove on the flip side, hey, we want to go undefeated. There's something about being undefeated in your conference. It's something special to be proud of.
Wren's a three, way long, but rebounded. Moore gets his shot erased. Great passing, deep three from Parker. How about that? Williams at one end gets the block, and then the assist, setting up Parker again.
And a lot of times it's Williams knocking down those long, deep threes, but he knows his compadre's got the hot hand after hitting one of possession ago. That time hits another deep one. I think that's the one thing that separates these two teams. Maple Grove has that ability to get hot from the three-point line.
Corey up, and he's fouled and go back to the free throw line again.
And that's the answer, right? You play to your strength, and Maple Grove's shooting from the perimeter, some quick, long guards. And for the Rebels, you got the big fella who I just don't think anyone can match up with here tonight.
Missed his first two free throws, but nothing but net this time. Scored the first 8 points of the game for the Rebels, his first point since. Going missed, but tipped back out. Well, Corey will take it right at the basket at the underside of it, but then there's Renz to score.
Tell you what, even though he missed that follow-up, that putback, the whole defense collapsed on him, and that opened it up for Renz to get the putback.
Strong gets a foul on the Parker drive. First foul on Strong. 5th team foul on Champlin Park. Here's LaVelle Williams, just 2 points tonight. A couple of big assists in the last few minutes. Knocked away briefly by Moore. Got it back. And into the hands of Parker.
He doesn't seem as aggressive as some of the other times I've seen him play. He's been a big scorer.
Parker, three, not good. Rebound comes out to the wing to Moore. Strong. Good defense by Hawkinson on him. 5-second call.
I'll tell you, it's rare to see one of those called in a game. We've had two here in the first half, which tells me a couple things. One, the ball handlers got to be aware of that, got to see that count. But two, a lot of times defenses just retreat and they let the offense get set up. They let the guy dribble and be comfortable. Neither one of these teams do that. They get great ball pressure and they can sustain it.
Betcher to Hawkinson. He thought about a shot and gets it in the hands of Parker. Great release. Fonblay for the basket.
I'll tell you, Parker's had a great first half. Not only scoring, but a couple of nice passes.
Good job off for Moore. Reverse try not good. Follow-up try wouldn't go for Renz. And the Crimson have it again, trying to extend their 5-point lead. Great dish from Fonblay again. This time from Williams.
Back-to-back, just beautiful assists. One by Parker, that time by Williams. Tell you, transition, I think in Maple Grove, Very, very good in transition. And you had Parker running up at the top, too. So you had a three-pointer, and instead Williams attacks the basket. Unselfish play. Fonbele with a couple of nice layups, too.
Strong gets fouled out at half court by Hawkinson, and the Rebels in the bonus will be a 1-and-1 for Josh Strong. Well, Correa checked back in for Champlin Park. Missed it. The missed free throw. There have been 4 of them so far for Champlin Park. Parker traveled.
Yeah, a couple missed free throws for the Rebels. This could be a much closer margin here for if they were knocking free throws down.
Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Rebels looking for the season split with the Crimson. Chaba had nowhere to go with it. Or excuse me, Scott. Now it's into the hands of Moore, trying to go to the basket. Does, and gets fouled. And Richard Scott will go to the line.
I thought Moore did a great job just playing with a nice pace there. He didn't rush that drive. And he kind of went into the longer Lavelle Williams, but he went right into his chest, able to draw the contact.
Scott now 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. I mistake Moore at the free throw line. Made the first one, misses on the second. First point tonight for Devon Moore. A little trap and then a good release. Fonbele again. Nice pass by Hawkinson out of a trap on the sideline to find his teammate. And Fonbele with 6 points here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, and he's done a much better job. You saw him miss that easy one earlier in the game. Now he's catching, going right up. And he's hit the last 3 off of nice passes.
Chaba miss, rebound by Betcher. So crossover, Williams trying to finish, gets fouled.
I like that he's in attack mode. You could see when transition, he had a couple of beautiful passes that kind of got his energy level up a little bit. That time, beautiful crossover right there. I'll tell you what, I like the foul too. Moore not wanting to give up a layup. Puts Williams on the line, making him earn it.
First one rattles in. Moore out with the second foul, and Jared Walter back in. One more free throw for Williams. Got them both. Biggest lead of the night for Maple Grove. It's 10 points with under a minute to go. Strong lost the ball briefly. Back into the hands of Scott. To Strong. Corner 3. Missed. Ball tapped out by Correa. Gets it to Strong. To Chaba.
Nice
Great pass for
what
Scott.
A pass. Nice tip out too to keep possession of that ball. And a great pass. Nice finish there.
Under 30 seconds to go now. 8-point lead. Ball tipped in the lane, and Scott trying to get the ball free. Fouls Betcher. He'll go to the line for a 1-on-1. Seventh team foul, sending Betcher to the line for the 1-on-1. Third point tonight for the junior. Second one out, rebounded by Scott. He's going to hand off to Strong. See if they hold for one here. 20 seconds to go in the half. Scott had it knocked, or excuse me, Strong had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. And they were in attack mode there. It's still Champlin Park basketball. 10 seconds to play. Bounce pass through the hands of Walter, and the Crimson get it back. Ahead to Fonbele, trying to lay it in, and he traveled. And Champlin Park will get one more shot here with 4.6 seconds left. Strong. Hawkinson able to cut him off. Puts up a three at the buzzer off the front iron and not good. And we go to halftime with Maple Grove extending its lead there in the last few minutes to now 9 points at 31-22. Let's go down courtside. Ryan Iverson with Nick Schroeder.
Coach, what'd you think there in the first half?
Defensively, we got a rebound. Bottom line, I think they're killing us. I don't know what the stats are on the boards, but they're getting extra possessions and we're not. We got to do a much better job on the defensive boards in the second half. Offensively, I think every time we get a lane touch, we're getting good things, either a kick or a drop off. We got to keep being aggressive to the lane. We do those two things, we're going to be all right.
You do anything different with their big fella as far as changing up defenses? Or are you playing one-on-one?
We've been talking about it on the bench the entire first half. I think he's got, 8 or 10. Not killing us. We're going to talk a little bit more about it. You might see a double come at him. Hate to give up three-pointers, but we might have to come with a double in the second half.
Offensively, what do you want to see happen in the second half?
I just want us to be aggressive to the lane. We're aggressive to the lane and unselfish and smart when we get there. I think we'll get good shots.
Most importantly, our viewers want to know, you look like you're in amazing shape. What have you been doing lately to get back into shape?
I just buy my shirts a little tighter. That's all I got.
It's medium.
Yeah, buy them a little tighter.
All right, thanks, Nick. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Ryan. We'll hear from Mark Tuchscherer before the start of the second half. Our score 31-22. The Crimson lead the Rebels. More Northwest Suburban Conference boys basketball on CCX right after this.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Where'd Wiley go? Where's Wiley? Ah, there she is. Paw?
Do you remember being an ancient wolf? Do you ever feel the call of the wild?
You're a renegade cop, and I'm a con woman with nothing to prove. But together, we could really solve this murder.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but all of them are pure love.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. You nurture, we listen. You teach, we thrive. You lift our spirits, but we've got to lay down the truth. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. A free online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Start saving more for retirement so you can feel prepared and live your life to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood.
31-22, Maple Grove leads Champlin Park at halftime. Our Northwest Suburban Conference North Division game tonight from Champlin Park High School. So look at highlights from the first 18 minutes of play tonight. Ryan, and early on was Maple Grove attacking. Great play by Rashawn Parker to get to the basket for 2 of his 10 points. Well, Corey, a big factor early on, especially. You get their first 8 points tonight. Wrens finding Wakori on the baseline here for 2. And then Wakori attacking again, getting 2 more. At 4 baskets in the first half.
Yeah, when he's attacking like that, there's just not a whole lot that Maple Grove can do. And a couple of just beautiful offensive moves to the basket by Parker there.
Strong with a 3. It's his only basket so far in the game.
It's not a replay either. Those are different drives. Just great moves. And again, finding the hot hand. Beautiful pass. Knocked down a couple of 3s. Here's another one. Look at how deep that is, John. Good 6-7 feet behind the three-point line.
And a great dish off there to Fonblay and the assist to Lavelle Williams.
This is a great pass, too, right before the end of the half. Beautiful.
Good job to Scott for 2. Let's look at the top scorers. Parker with 10 points, Bergstrom 7, Fonblay 6. And for the Rebels, Wakori 9, Richard Scott 5. And Josh Strong with 3. A halftime score, Champlin Park trails Maple Grove 31-22. We're back with more high school basketball on CCX in a moment. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV. (31-22), Maple Grove leads Champlin Park. Back to the sideline and we go. Mark Tucksher standing by with Ryan Iverson.
Hey, Coach, first half, 22 points. How do you get into a little bit better rhythm offensively?
Just don't shoot 24%. I think we got to make our bunnies. You know, I'm happy with our ball movement. We're getting some decent looks, but making your bunnies solves a lot of problems. And got to kind of have some pride in that and make it hurt after playing decent defense on the other end.
I was going to say, both teams play really hard defensively. You guys don't give up anything easy. I thought they struggled guarding Wakori. Anything differently you're going to do? Try to get him going and also keeping him aggressive going to the basket.
Absolutely, yep. And they'll start falling for him, but yeah, we'll continue to get him the ball the second half. They'll probably look to double a little bit heavier here the second half, but we'll look to kick and make that extra pass and get some easy buckets.
Fun thing I was thinking about, if Coach Schroeder took all of his alumni the last 10 years, you had all your alumni that are playing college basketball, who would win that matchup?
I'll take mine.
A lot of talent been coming through here.
Yeah, absolutely. Some great games with Maple Grove over the years, too. So
what do you got to do to win this one, second half?
Make our layups, continue to play pretty good defense on the other end, and we're outboarding them right now, so continue to rebound.
Awesome. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mark. Back to you, John.
Thanks, guys. We'll take another break. We'll come back, tip off the second half. Champlin Park Maple Grove basketball continues on CCX in a moment.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there, choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
9-point Crimson lead on the Rebels. We get ready for the start of the second half. Let's look at the top 10 rankings in Class 4A basketball as we wind down to the regular season here. Ryan's alma mater, Eden Prairie, having a great season. Ryan, that is a terrific team. 25-0, just beat Minnehaha Academy last week. The 3A Power, Eastview number 2, Cretin-Derham Hall, Hopkins at number 4. Improving Hopkins team. Then Spring Lake Park has had a terrific season, also in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Maple Grove, Park Center, Armstrong, Chaska, and Prior Lake at number 10.
Yeah, the interesting thing, you look at, for Champlin Park, they beat Prior Lake earlier in the year. So they're capable of beating some of these good teams, but in my opinion, that Eden Prairie team is head and shoulders above anyone else right now, having beat all 4 of the other teams that are in the top 5. So they're a fun team to watch.
Remember we saw them 2 years ago, and a lot of those kids were sophomores in the state tournament, and they beat a decent Osseo team, and pretty handily too. And the team has continued to mature. Got denied on the inside, and then the Crimson get it back. They go to the 3, and Hawkinson's pass fails as Strong picks it off. He'll attack, give it off to Devon Moore, up with a shot. Can't get the and one, but he will go to the line as he's fouled by Betcher.
I'll tell you, great effort defensively, and it led to another run out in transition. And I think Champlin Park, for them to get some easy points and to make up this 9-point difference, they got to get out and run a little bit. Maple Grove's half-court defense is so solid. If they can get those kind of opportunities, Moore does a great job taking it to the basket. And they got fouled. They got to the free throw line in the first half. Now they got to make those.
Yeah, we're not great from the line in the first half. Strong
starts them out strong from the free throw line there.
5 points tonight now for the junior.
I think these first couple minutes of the half are big too. Champlin Park, having lost earlier in the year by 11, I think they're down 9 at half. If they can come out, get a couple stops like that, put a couple points on the board, they're going to start believing. Oh, way to run the floor.
Oh, and then able to finish at the basket was Cooper Olson on a great feed from Strong. Lavelle Williams will push it back ahead, and he gets fouled.
Yeah, I know he missed that one, but Cooper ran the floor so hard. That's why you love your big guys to run the floor like that, get rewarded. And I think his momentum going just a little too fast. Wasn't able to get a good angle off the backboard.
Fouls on Devon Moore. Board says his 4th. I think it's only his 3rd foul. There's Parker. They lead it by 7 here, looking for their first points in the second half. Oh, Wakoria. His presence felt again on the defensive end, gets it off. For Strong, hangs on the rim, can't get it to go. Williams throws it ahead for Parker. Step back 3 for Rashawn Parker is good.
Well, think of how big a possession that is. You go from a layup on one end that rims out in transition, and Parker gets a great look and buries the 3. It's a 5-point swing.
And the margin's back up to 10. That couple of baskets that could have fallen there for Olson and a moment ago for Strong.
Oh, nice high-low.
Wakoria able to finish. Good pass from Cooper Olson. Wakoria with his 5th basket.
Well, remember, Cooper Olson didn't play a lot in the first half with foul trouble. That time flashed high, knew right where to go.
Strong with the steal and a layup.
Good defense leading to great offense there. Way to play the passing lanes by Strong. And Susie got it. Josh finished Strong on the other end.
Back to a 6-point game. Handoff. Hawkinson, great pass for Williams, who slashes and scores.
They lull you to sleep on those dribble handoffs out on the perimeter. And so as a defender, you get used to it, you relax, and that time, great cut by Williams. He gets the easy basket.
Wakoria able to fake Bergstrom and get up and score again.
He's been very successful, John, going baseline tonight. And that time, again, that great patience, able to just flip it up there.
Hawkinson takes it into the lane. A little finger roll, not good. Rebound, Bergstrom gets it back. Hawkinson unable to finish, and we get a foul.
No, I think they're going to call goaltending.
Goaltending,
Here's Josh Strong playing the passing lanes. That's just a great anticipation there and beautiful left-hand finish. I'll tell you what, I like that by Wakoria. Even though he got called for the goaltend, he's challenging every shot. He's doing a great job tonight, too, showing on ball screens. He's got a big role defensively, showing on those ball screens and also being a shot blocker at the rim.
Now the big scoreboard here says 38-30, but I think it's actually 36-30, and we waved off that last basket, right?
No, they called it goaltending. They counted it.
Yeah. So they did count
it.
Okay. It is 38-30.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of goaltending calls in high school basketball.
The Crimson with the lead and 8 points and the ball, 14:20 to go.
And you know, when someone does goaltend your shot, you think twice about it the next time you're down there.
Bergstrom and gets fouled.
I think they're going to get Cooper Olsen on the foul. No, they got Wakoria.
Wakoria pick up
wow.
his first points. His free throw up and good. Second one also good. 9 points for Bergstrom. The lead back to 10 again. Tough drive for Strong. Can't get it to go. Good rebound by Betcher.
I'll tell you, Betcher and Bergstrom, they don't get a ton of notoriety. Their stats aren't, anything that jump out at you, but they play hard and they rebound the basketball well too.
Timeout here for Champlin Park.
And that's the second quick foul on Wakoria too, something to keep an eye on. How many layups tonight in the second half as Champlin Park had rim in and out, almost go down. There's another one by Strong.
Coach Schroeder talked about needing to be better rebounding, and we saw a good example there of a good defensive rebound by Betcher, and then they get a foul on top of it and get possession back.
And Coach Tucksher's talking about we got to make our bunnies, and we had a number of them in the second half, just rim in and out, not quite go down.
Regular season ends later this week for all of high school basketball in Minnesota. Champlin Park will finish at home here on Friday night against a very good Spring Lake Park team. We saw them ranked in the top 10. And Maple Grove on the road again Friday at Armstrong. So these teams getting tests leading up to their section play starting next week.
And you want that. You want to be tested. You want those close game experiences. And I'll tell you the difference in this game tonight for me, John, just looking at some of the stats is, 3-point shooting. You got 1 for 12 from Champlin Park. When you got a big guy that can command a double team down low like Champlin Park has, you got to knock those shots down. That, 6 missed free throws, and that could be the difference in this ball game tonight.
How much of it is a team or as a coach? You look better when your team's, when you're making those threes.
Yeah, all of a sudden you know what you're doing.
Right. Wakoria rebounds the missed Maple Grove three from the corner. Rebels with some work to do. 13:40 to go in the second half. Just 30 points up on the board so far.
Nice pass.
Wakoria had a little trouble. They gets back off to Scott, able to keep it from going out of bounds. Wakoria traveled.
Yeah, it just looked out of sync on that possession, John, didn't they? Not quite sure where the spacing or the cutting was going to go. And I think Wakoria, I think he's great when he's just going. When he starts getting a little reluctant or hesitant like that, good things have not happened. But you're talking about coaching, how you look better when you make shots. I think high school coaching so much psychologically. How do you get kids excited? How do you get them to play hard, to buy in and be consistent? And that's what the great coaches do. You can't control made or missed shots.
Hawkinson is fouled. Scott. 14th foul on Champlin Park here in the second half. Here's LaVelle Williams. He'll attack and dish off nicely. Betcher and Wakoria. Piece of that gets a piece of it again. Another try inside. And they'll get Wakoria on what will now be his third foul.
I'll tell you what, credit Wakoria. Watch him challenge the rim here. There's one block. There's two blocks. Goes up for the trifecta, but gets the body. But as much credit as you give him, I think you give Maple Grove even more with Betcher and Bergstrom just battling down low and going right at the big fella.
First free throw was not good for Betcher.
Yeah, and that changes the game with that third foul. Wakoria is going to sit down. I'll tell you, they're a different offense and defense when he's not in the ballgame.
Got Chapa back in for them. Fonbele from Maple Grove returns to the lineup. Second one also not good. Rebound by Wren. So the lead stays at 10. As big as it's been tonight. Maple Grove, they've had it a few times. An offensive foul on Moberg. Betcher holds his position, draws a charge for a second time tonight.
Yeah, you drive baseline like that. Let's see. I don't know about that. You love the defensive effort by Betcher there, trying to take the charge. Did take the charge.
Under 13 minutes to go. 10-point Crimson lead. 11-point win the first time these teams met for Maple Grove. There's a steal by Scott all the way for the layup.
And again, he comes into the game, instant energy, playing the passing lanes. I think Champlin Park, to generate the offense it's going to take to overcome this lead and to get it and to win this game, they got to play defensive like that. They got to get up in the passing lanes. They got to pressure the ball, try to force turnovers so they can get transition offense.
Williams gets past strong, and Chaba got a piece of it at the rim and then knocked away from behind here by Williams, but in the hands of Renz. Here's Scott for Renz. Took a Chaba, reverse, not good, and then rebounded by Fonbele. Another missed shot in the paint for Champlin Park.
Well, and a good look with the right shot, but again, challenged, right? Everything is challenged by Maple Grove defensively. If they don't block it, they're challenging it. They make nothing, they give you nothing easy.
Well, deflected by the Rebels, still Crimson basketball. Line section girls basketball playoffs get underway later this week.
That's my favorite time of year as we get into postseason basketball. And you see just the heart and soul of these high school kids, wanting to get to that state tournament, and there's nothing better than playing down at Target Center and playing where the NBA players play, representing your community. It's a lot of fun.
Good feed as Fonbele's been on the receiving end of a lot of those passes, and Henry's been able to convert on all of them. He's got 8 points. Scott lost it, gets it back, and then taken by Dillard, and I think he traveled. Yeah. Had the steal for a moment, then just couldn't keep his footing, and good effort by the junior Jatai Dillard, but it's back to Champlin Park.
Yeah, good effort here by Scott, just trying to keep that alive. Good hand. I'll tell you, Dillard, he just plays so fast, so quick. He's got that great motor. You can't fault that. That's just great effort. The play previous to that, he had a great drive and a nice pass. And Fonbele struggled. Remember those first two, he got wide open looks. He missed them early in the game there. He's been hitting them ever since.
Strong unable to do it at the rim, and another missed chance in close. Williams at the other end misses his first try, gets another try, and he gets fouled, and will go to the line. So LaVelle Williams back to the free throw line.
That's the second time tonight he's missed a shot, but he's just been a quicker leaper than the defender that's by him, able to go right back up. Hasn't had the best offensive night shooting the ball, scoring the ball, but he's had a number of great assists, still finding a way to impact the game.
Parker will get a rest. John Hawkinson back in. On the try for Williams, is now 4 out of 6 on free throws. Has 8 points. His team with an 11-point lead. Almost stolen by Williams here. Renz gets fouled.
Battle of the number 4s there.
Second team foul on Maple Grove in the second half. And second foul on Fonbelay as well. Champlin Park needs a run here offensively. You know, 6-7-0 run, something. They give them a little spark. Renz spin move. Raced out of bounds by Fonbelay.
Well, you look at Champlin Park, and without Wacourier in the game, you wonder, do they have that guy that can just create their own shot or generate offense?
Mulberg gets fouled by Williams.
And that's where I think, again, getting back to their transition, that's where their defense needs to really become active. I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Tucker start pressuring the basketball, maybe picking up full court, trying to create some easy offense off of their defense.
Strong, 3. It's not good. They continue to struggle from the outside, but Mulberg gets the rebound. Strong has it, and some trouble. And foul on Maple Grove. That was on Hawkinson, his second. 14 fouls on Maple Grove in the second half, 7 on Champlin Park. Renz for 3 connects.
He was eyeing it up the last time down. I thought he was going to take one that time. Got the space he needed. His jump shot looked great.
It's the second made three-pointer tonight, and an offensive foul on Hawkinson as Renz holds his spot on the baseline, and Hawkinson runs him down.
Oh, Renz, maybe he's that energy guy tonight. You see him eyeing it up, realizing he's got the space. Oh, Dwyer not quite getting out far enough, and Renz knocks it down. He's had himself a ball game tonight, giving him good minutes off the bench.
43-35. We'll see if Champlin Park can build on that defensive stop and the 3 a moment ago. Witt attack the basket. Shot won't go. We're gonna get a Champlin Park foul, and Maple Grove in the bonus will go to the other way for a 1-on-1.
Yeah, with 10 minutes left in the second half, they're going to be shooting bonus for quite a long time.
Fouls on Witt, his first.
And you wonder too how long Coach Tucker will keep Wacourier on the bench with that third foul.
I would think not much longer, right?
Yeah.
Free throw not good. Rebounded by Gachaba.
Hey, Gachaba's giving them some nice minutes tonight too. A couple of great rebounds right there.
Gachaba getting it to Witt, to Renz. Renz trying to attack, tough shot, but he gets fouled and out on the line.
He's being aggressive, and you love to see it. He hit the 3, the last possession down, threw a charge there, a nice little head fake, and able to draw the contact on Betcher, and he's going to go to the free throw line. They need his scoring right now, and he's stepping up.
Betcher's third foul of the game. Another missed free throw here for Champlin Park. Next on the second one. Here comes Maple Grove, lead down to 7 now. 9.5 minutes to go in the game. Parker, deep 3, short. Good rebound off the glass, that won't go. Another try up and in. Fonbelay with the basket.
Dillard keeps it going, misses it. Fonbelay picks it up. He's in double figures tonight, giving him a nice, he's doubled his season average.
Steal by Betcher, who stepped in front of Renz. Williams dribbling through a lot of traffic, back out. Now they get it into the hands of Parker.
Didn't that look like a travel?
I thought so, yeah.
Unless it was tipped, and I just couldn't see it.
Williams for 3 hits.
He is so good at that. Off that dribble handoff where he'll catch it and step about 2 or 3 feet back, so he creates that space, and he's got that range too. A beautiful looking jump shot. He hits his first deep 3.
First 3 at all tonight, yeah. Wren's good pass here, and Messinger with the basket.
Again, they got the ball into that paint, and Renz has been making plays here in the second half. They need him to continue.
Ball on the floor. And we get a timeout call.
I think we're going to converse about it here. Good hustle, good hands.
Yeah, I thought Champlin Park called the timeout, but they certainly didn't have possession of the ball there. Now they're going to bring the coaches out. I think the referee who heard the timeout call didn't have a clear look at the ball and who actually was possessing it. I think they're going to jump ball. And that's Maple Grove basketball. So no timeout.
No timeout. I'll tell you, it's a smart play by coach. Whenever there's a jump ball, you call timeout. Once in a while, the refs will give you a possession. They'll give it to you, but that's the right call. It didn't look like anyone had possession there. They just went jump ball. It's going to stay Champlin Park ball.
Well, Corey is back into the game, as is Olson. Witt, lefty 3 from the corner, hits. First basket tonight for the senior.
And again, playing inside out with Corey back into the game. They hit it to him. Nice kick out. And Dominic Witt steps up and hits the 3.
And a block inside. Well, Corey got back into the ball game, and he'll get that block on Fonbele. Strong to Messinger, flying down the line. Olson, that gets blocked by Maple Grove. Here's Williams splitting the defense, and a foul on the floor on Champlin Park.
Yeah. A couple of great blocks there on both ends of the floor, with Corrier on one end and Fonbele on the other end. Great pass. Messenger with a beautiful pass there. Nice job. That's not easy to do, to be able to block it like that, but without getting the body either. Beautiful play.
Fonbele's had a terrific game here tonight.
He really has. 10 points, a couple of big blocks, some rebounds, giving them some length to go against Wacourier too. He's been critical tonight.
Moore's back in, Witt out, Williams to the line here for 1-1. One more coming. Bergstrom in for Maple Grove, Walter for Champlin Park. Second one short, rebounded by Cooper Olson. Walter looking for Wacoria. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second half. Crimson by 8.
And that lead's kind of stayed between 7 and 12 points almost the whole second half.
Yeah, Champlin Park really did a couple baskets early, but they haven't been able to do much with it after that. They cut more into that lead. Wacoria for Olson. Wacoria was going to draw a charge and saw that and found Cooper Olson.
It was great body control, able to kind of contort his body so he didn't draw the charge. And Olson, nice job, slash into the basket. They get an easy layup.
If he had continued, he would have been called for the charge, I should say. That would have been his 4th foul. So
that's a big play for him avoiding that.
Now it's a 6-point game.
A lot of room on that baseline.
Betcher, Hawkinson, they work the perimeter. Lavelle Williams. Couple dribbles and back out. Betcher will quarry out on him. He's near the midcourt. Now Mick Shorter called the timeout, seeing this guy in trouble. the timeout with 6 minutes to go.
Well, this is where Maple Grove's so tough, John, because they'll spread you out like this, trying to take time off the clock. They force you defensively to spread your defense out, pick up all the way to the half-court line. Then they got a couple of really quick guards who can get to the basket, and then there won't be as much help there for them. So interesting to see what coaches do here. If Coach Schroeder continues to spread it out like that, and if you're Champlin Park, I start trapping, trying to create some turnovers.
There's a look at the likely road for Maple Grove upcoming. They are at Armstrong. That much is determined at Armstrong on Friday, and then almost certainly we'll see will be the number 1 seed. They'll play a game next week, and then the semifinals at St. Cloud Tech High School a week from Saturday. The section final that following Thursday at Monticello High School. We've been there before. It's often Maple Grove Buffalo we've seen in the past, and Champlin Park will take on Spring Lake Park in their regular season finale Friday, and then they go into that Section 5 tournament. Figured to be one of the middle seeds. Quarterfinal game at home if they're a 3 or a 4. Yep. Semifinals this year again at Coon Rapids, and the section championship game up at Rogers.
Well, we've been to that location quite a long time too. Lots of Champlin Park Osseo games, and as of late here, Park Center been in that final. So always very high level of basketball in that finals.
A lot of fun games still to come here on CCX this winter as we wind down the winter sports season for 2020. Nice bounce pass. Terrific feed from Betcher to Williams.
That's a great set play out of the timeout. A couple of ball swings and the back door out of it. Beautiful.
Well, Corey at the other end, the great pass to Moore, who scores and is fouled.
Well, the Rebels get an answer with Corey. Nice job fighting for post position. Look at him spin. Little no-look pass. Able to take the contact and finish is Moore.
Able to complete the three-point play.
Well, they get to cut it down to 5. With 5:40 left to play too, still lots of time. Only a 2-possession game. Champlin Park starting to extend their defense 3/4 court here.
And then you get it into the front court. Williams. And a lot of traffic, and they're going to get it Olsen from behind with the foul. It'll be the 3rd on Cooper Olsen. And Williams to the line for 2. Williams just shy of his season average for points here. If hits the first one, he's going to hit it if he makes the second one.
Yeah, a lot of those coming in the second half. He was pretty quiet in the first half. And all of a sudden you look at the scoreboard, he's got 15 points here. I think that's 16.
Lead is 7, so 2 big points for the Crimsons. Try to slow the Rebels' momentum. As Wakoria, he is free. And he puts in 2 more, 15 points now for the junior.
Yeah, there's a touch foul too. They're calling it very tight. Jared Walter with the call. I'll tell you, that play is made when Wakoria is able to seal John that close to the basket. With his size and strength, there's really nothing that you can do about it. So great seal, using his body, nice finish.
Number 14 right back to the free throw line again.
Yeah, and that's one of those falls at half court where you just don't want, right? You're not going for a steal necessarily. You want to play physical pressure defense, but you got to do it without fouling.
Crimson in the double bonus, so Williams let's get one more shot here. Witt back in. Had a chance to talk with that young man last month. The last of the 14 Witt children of Champlin to come through this athletic program. All played at least 1 year of basketball, and Dom had he had so much fun playing football. He's a wide receiver this year. A great season they had, and the last of Mike and Diane's Witt's 14 kids.
14 children. How many boys of the 14?
9 boys, 5 girls.
Wow. The end of an era.
Now Moore will get himself back to the line as Betcher just picked up his 4th foul. And Maple Grove continuing to lead by 6. Moore 1 out of 2 from the line here in the second half. Gets this one. 54-49 with under 5 minutes to go.
It's a great little homemade sign by that little fan cheering the Rebels on.
Pass to Parker, trying to get it further into Bergstrom, and a good play by Witt to break it up into the hands of Strong.
Yeah, I thought that should have just been a little floater from about 3 or 4 feet. Tried to make a great pass, but Witt stepped right into the passing lane. They're able to get a steal.
Well, Correa fell down, and the ball ends up in the hands of Bergstrom. Shoveled off to O'Dwyer, and now a timeout for Maple Grove.
Yeah, unfortunate at that time. It looked like Correa just lost his footing as that ball was being passed down low. You're at a point now, down 5, 4 minutes left to play. You can't have those empty possessions. You got to come up with some points, and then you got to compound it with a couple of stops. Maple Grove's going to play the delay game. They're going to spread you out, try to make those passes, force you to come guard them, try to get an easy basket out of it.
A reminder of our CCX Sports Play of the Week, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Maple Grove. Go to our website, ccxmedia.org. Click on the Sports tab from the home page and go to Play of the Week. 4 new plays up for you each Monday to vote on, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Maple Grove. So 54-49. You're right. I want to get back to section basketball. We talk about section 5, how many games we've done over the years, and it's always seems to be Park Center or Champlin Park, Osseo. Spring Lake Park's in that section. We forget that they got a good team this year. Wouldn't be surprised to see them in a section final this year.
Well, and Spring Lake Park beat this Maple Grove team as well. So very, very capable. Ranked in the, what were they, 5th or 6th, I believe, in the rankings. So. Yeah, they're dangerous. They got some great players, some scorers, and they're tough. So you're absolutely right.
So it's a strategy year for Maple Grove, pulling out a little bit and run some clock.
Yeah, you space them out, and then they extend the defense. They move really well, and then they can get to the basket like that.
And Olsen commits the foul, trying to get the block, but instead committed the foul, and Williams back to the free throw line again.
Yeah, when you got Rashawn Parker and Lavelle Williams, and you space them out like that, there's no help. They usually have the quickness and the foot speed to get by their defender and get to the rim.
You know, those two guys in the first half, it was Parker
kind of
as far as scoring, and now it's Williams in the second half.
Yeah. And what I love, Williams with 18 points, I think 8 or 9 of them have come from the free throw line, and that's what scorers do. Might not be hitting, from 3 or being able to get a lot of shot attempts off, but he's gotten to the foul line, and for the most part, he's knocked him down tonight. Yeah, that's 10 makes from the free throw line.
Margin 7 again. So we wind down toward 3.5 minutes to go, and Williams knocking it away out of bounds on the pass attempt by Strong.
Yeah, and I think he's deceptive. He's only 6'1", but he's got those long arms. And I think it helps him there. You can see in the passing lanes, but it also helps him getting his shot off. He's able to get his shot off even when the defender is kind of right up in his face.
Witt was open for a moment, then Parker closes on him, but he goes to the basket and scores, and is fouled. Or excuse me, a timeout call. Basket, no foul, but a timeout here for Champlin Park. With a good finish by Dominic Witt, 56-51.
You kind of seesawing back and forth. A bucket for a couple free throws for Maple Grove, and Champlin Park able to answer. Interesting to see off of this timeout what Coach Mark Tuchcher decides to do. I'm of the nature that they have to pick up a little full court, try to push the pace here. You might give up an easy layup out of it, but you gotta try to steal a possession here. You can't keep trading points.
We talked a few times tonight about the great season Champlin Park had in football, and Jace Miller was a big part of that, and he was able to help his team get to the Prep Bowl.
Yeah, he's a wonderful quarterback. Gosh, did he play well in the playoffs. Sure, Coach Tucker would. There's Jace. Coach Tucker would love to have him on the court right now. He was a heck of a basketball player as well. Still recovering, right, from some torn ligaments in his thumb.
And this is basketball. He will play football next year at Sioux Falls, Division II school in the NSIC. We get a foul here on Champlin Park. It's Shard Scott has whistled. Hey, guess who's at the free throw line? Punched one off. Seven of 11 in the second half from the free throw line for Williams. Now 8 of 12.
It's a full week of free throw attempts for some really good players, but that's a heck of a half right there. He's going to end up in the 20s, I bet.
Okoria back to Strong. Back to Okoria. Under 3 minutes to go. To Strong, up, not too. And that's off to Moore. Saved nicely by Scott. Moore in some trouble. And a timeout for Champlin Park.
It was an athletic save. Ball was going out of bounds, trying to save the possession. I think Coach Tucker realizing how premium this possession is and how important it is to get points. Recognizing his team in a little bit of trouble there, able to get the timeout.
Champlin Park they've trailed virtually the whole game. And you're looking, they're only down 6, you know. A couple big plays here, and they're right in it with a possession, within a possession.
Oh, their defense has kept them in the game. They've kept, Maple Grove averages, 71 points per game. They're already at 57. But I think those last few possessions, if they could play defense without fouling, sending Williams to the free throw line. You see the crowd still very much into the game here. But yeah, this is a big play. This is a big possession, I think, for the Rebels. Wouldn't be surprised if they run some type of action, try to get Okoria, being able to seal down low where he can just catch and turn. Try to get an easy layup out of it, cut it to a 4-point game, put a little bit of pressure on Maple Grove.
Moberg back in for Champlin Park, a 3-point threat. Witt will inbound.
There's the
seal, into Okoria. Up and a foul.
Great play design. They run the out of bounds play. Look at the position he gets right there. Look at him dig that shoulder, and I didn't see much contact there, but you love Okoria going strong like that. And
Scott and Walter back in for Champlin Park. A little defense for offense substitution there. Yeah, it comes out, so it's still a 2-possession game. Hawkinson, or Parker back to Hawkinson.
Nice pass.
Terrific pass. Bergstrom can't finish, but gets another try at it and puts it away. He's got 11 points.
Great pass by Hawkinson. Nice job there by just keeping it alive. Missing, kind of rushed that first one, but able to stay with it and get the bucket.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Into Okoria again. Back out, Moore. To Scott. Okoria again. Offensive foul on Okoria.
Yeah, we'll see. Good job sealing right there. Yeah, and you can see that duck that shoulder, that arm being extended a little bit. I think that might have been the right call.
So it's his 4th. 6-point lead for the Crimson in the basketball with 1:58 to go. And remember, they're in the double bonus. And Williams creates the contact. Scott commits the foul. It'll be his 4th, and Williams back to the free throw line again.
Oh, he should be getting comfortable at the free throw line.
I think so. This is as many as you put up at the end of practice, right?
I'll tell you, though.
Missed 2 of the last 3. Still a 2-possession game. Second one is good. 7-point lead. 1:50 to go. Strong to Wakoria. Up, in, and one.
I think they're going to get Lavelle Williams on the foul. And that's where if you're going to foul a big guy like Wakoria, watch Williams come down here right there. You got to make sure you really grab that arm. You don't want to give that 3-point play opportunity. I'll tell you, this young man's had a heck of a ball game tonight, John. He's got 19 points. I bet he's got at least 10 to 12 rebounds and playing hard. Playing with 4 fouls, still going strong.
Over the rim and down for his 20th point. 4-point margin. 1:45 to go. Timeout, Maple Grove. They have 2 remaining timeouts.
Well, you give Champlin Park a ton of credit. They've just clawed and fought possession by possession. You know, kind of hovered at that 10-point range for most of the second half, and here down the stretch, been able to get some big buckets from Wakoria and combine that with a couple of missed free throws for Maple Grove, and we got a 4-point game.
Maple Grove looking for their 21st win of the season. They would be outright Northwest Suburban Conference North champions, regardless of what happens Friday. Champlin Park 16-8 overall, 10-1 in the conference.
It's getting physical.
It is rough to be in the fan section tonight. High school girls basketball playoffs starting later this week. Park Center is the #1 seed from our area. Hopkins, obviously #1 seed. Maple Grove and Wayzata, both #2 seeds in their respective sections.
Yeah, we're fortunate. We cover a very good section for girls basketball. A lot of talent in our neck of the woods. We're lucky to have it.
The 2 timeouts remaining for Maple Grove, 1 for Champlin Park. Possession arrow favors Maple Grove. Both teams in the double bonus. 1:45 to go. Bergstrom trying to save it. Hawkinson catches up with it. Strong comes in front of him. I think they're going to get Strong for the foul. He was going for the basketball, but I think they're going to get him for the foul. Look at it again, Bergstrom. Moberg couldn't get it, and then Strong came in front of him, going for the ball, but I think you definitely have to call that.
That was just great effort by both teams, both players, Hawkinson and Strong, excuse me. Maple Grove lucky there to keep possession of that and draw the foul.
First time to the line tonight for Hawkinson, and he hits it. Witt in replacing Scott.
That was almost a turnover there, and that's exactly what Champlin Park needed off of that inbounds play. Almost got it.
Instead, Maple Grove gets the points. 2 free throws by John Hawkinson. Lead is 6. Strong, it's in trouble, goes to the corner. Moore just stays in bound. Got it to Witt and to Moberg. Strong to Wakoria. They'll power it up to the basket. Not good this time. It's off Bergstrom and out of bounds. Wakoria a little slow to get up.
Yeah, he fell pretty hard. Went Strong to the basket. Now it's 6 points, a minute 22. You want to try to get a quick layup. If not, see if they have some type of set action where they can get a good clean look at the 3.
Whistle. What we have here? Oh, the clock did not start. They're going to take a couple seconds off. All right. .118 to go and running. Into Wakoria, wide open now.
How about that? That was a great play design, great seal by the big fella. And Caden Betcher with the foul again. Watch the seal here, watch a strong finish too. Again, if I'm Maple Grove, I'm conceding that layup, not giving him a chance for the extra point, but I'll tell you what, Corey has come to play here tonight.
And the 5th foul on Caden Betcher. Sean O'Dwyer, 6'6" senior, number 34, back in for him. Short on the free throw, rebounded by Williams. Champlin Park with chances to make it a one-possession game. Can't do it. Williams trying to draw contact there from Moore. Draws a double team from Strong. Timeout Maple Grove. Now each team with just one timeout remaining. 30-second timeout here for Nick Schroeder and the Crimson staff.
Yeah, Champlin Park's going to look at this game and think free throws and three-point shooting. That's really the difference. If they could have knocked just 1 or 2 more threes down and hit a couple of their free throws, shoot 60 to 65% from the free throw line, they might have this one. You know, still plenty of time left, a minute left, but if you're Champlin Park, you don't want to let Maple Grove take 30, 40 seconds off the clock here. You want to extend the game as much as you can. Go for a steal, go for a trap, and then if you can't get it after about 5 to 8 seconds, then you want to foul and try to put someone that's maybe not a great free throw shooter on the line. You want to foul Parker or Williams. Look at that three-point shooting, 3 for 15, and again 11 for 21. I figure if Champlin Park just shoots how they normally do from 3, this is going to be a completely different game.
Williams got to get it across the line and does. Then draws a double team and Strong with a little touch foul. Whistled for the foul.
That was close to being 10 seconds. Holy buckets. That was about 9.4 seconds in the backcourt.
Williams connects on the free throw.
I know what he was trying to do, because you can't get a 5-second call in the front court like that. So he was trying to take that time, but then the ball got tipped, and he really had to hustle to get it across the line.
Got them both.
Big shots.
Williams now with 23 points, 18 after halftime. Scott pass tipped, and a steal for the Crimson. Into the hands of O'Dwyer to the front court. Hawkinson, Bergstrom to Parker, up, and he gets fouled. Wacoria. Oh, and then a technical foul is whistled.
That was a great touch pass. Beautiful second pass by Bergstrom. Thought maybe he was going to take it out, pull it off. Instead, attacks the basket.
I didn't see Wacoria say anything, so I don't know if it was somebody else, but if you looked at that replay, I didn't see. It seemed like he said anything. Regardless, that was his 5th foul.
After that foul, there was a taunting foul from Crimson 20.
Oh, it's a foul. The technical was on Hawkinson, and so he actually fouls out on that play.
Wow.
So he must have said something. He gets his 5th foul. Interesting. Parker's going to go to the line here for the first time tonight. First one up and in. Second one also good. Parker makes both. Now it's an 8-point game. And at the other end, Josh Strong will shoot the technical. That was whistled on Hawkinson. Second one also good. Well, that's big, Ryan. I mean, it's still an uphill climb, but they get the technical foul, they get the 2 free throws, and they get possession, and they're still within striking distance with 6.
So you basically negate each other's points and get the possession of the ball. So, yeah, huge play.
Strong misses on that shot. Moore, nice save, but didn't have anyone to go to. Williams ahead to Parker.
That should seal it, going up 8.
15 seconds to go. Moore, and gets fouled by Dillard.
Yeah, you got to know that. You don't want to stop the clock.
Right, you want to play tough defense, but in this time, 10 seconds left. No reason to.
You don't need a steal. You just play good, solid defense. If they hit a tough shot, then you live with it. But yeah, you don't want to foul.
Free throw in.
And realistically, being up 8, now 7, with only 10 seconds left. But still, that's where you got to have that discipline to not foul.
Yeah, now you need a made free throw. A couple steals in 10 seconds. Yeah, free throw missed, ball tipped. Bergstrom has it, he's fouled, and that will do it with 8.4 seconds to go. Fouls on Witt, his second. Bergstrom to the free throw line. We have not lacked for free throw attempts at either end tonight, if that's your game.
Or foul calls.
Right. Second one rattles in for Bergstrom. Witt, long 3, comes up short, and that will do it. Maple Grove sweeps the season series from Champlin Park. 69-61 Crimson tonight. They win the Northwest Suburban Conference's North Division. Now 12-0 in the conference. Champlin Park falls to 10-2, 16-9 overall, 21-4 now for the Crimson on the season, with the 1 game left this coming Friday against Armstrong. Champlin Park, as I mentioned, a home game this Friday night against a very tough Spring Lake Park team, a possible section opponent for them as well, coming up in the coming weeks for this section tournament. Maple Grove leading almost all the way and had a 9-point lead at halftime. Champlin Park keeping it close and able to get it within 4 points a few times, but unable to complete the comeback all the way. Ryan Iverson standing by with one of their Crimson players right now.
I'm here with Lavelle Williams. Lavelle, it's a hard-fought game tonight. Did you know going into it Champlin Park was going to be a dogfight?
Yes, sir. Every year we play them, it's a good battle, and we knew the same thing coming in this year.
Well, their big fella gave you guys some challenges. I thought defensively you did a pretty good job of slowing him down, giving him some different looks, but how good was he tonight?
He was getting a lot of rebounds in the first half, fouling, giving our big guys a lot of fouls. Second half, we told our guards to make him kick it out, and that's what we did.
First half only had 3 points. He ended up with 23. Big second half. How were you able to do that?
Be more aggressive, got my shots off, thanks to my teammates getting me open looks.
Well, I always say a great player, if you're struggling from the field, you find ways to score and influence a game. You had 18 free throw attempts tonight, 12 for 18. You said to me, I got to make my free throws, but your free throws did end up sealing the game. How big was that as far as you just having the ball, having the confidence to make your free throws?
That's a big thing. We talk about game winners at practice, and every time we go to the free throw line in practice after a drill, we say these are game winners, and that's what it was tonight.
You guys are 21-4, 1 more game left in the regular season. What do you think the most important thing for you guys as you head into the postseason is going to be?
Keep our intensity up. We can't walk into any game thinking we're just going to roll the team up. We got to come in every game thinking they're the best team on the floor and that we got to outwork them in every aspect of the game and get the win.
Think you guys got a good shot to make it far in state?
Yes, sir, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Game by game. You sound like a coach already.
We'll see.
Well, congratulations on a great game and a great win.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Lavelle. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks to Lavelle Williams. Maple Grove, 21st win of the season. They win it over Champlin Park 69-61. That'll do it for our telecast tonight from Champlin Park High School. For Ryan Iverson and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for tuning in. Playoff basketball coming up on CCX. Go to our website for details on those upcoming games when we get a schedule ahead in both girls and boys basketball.